Namaste, amigos. Welcome to our day one trip of Puerto Rico. So we have taken our Airbnb in the Levitt town. So from here to Old San Juan, we have two options. We can drive, which is like 45-50 minutes of drive, depends on the traffic. And there is second option, we can take ferry, but to get the ferry from Levitt town to we have to go
Catania.
yeah, Catania. So from there, it's just 10 to 15 minutes only the ferry drive. And also they have parking lots over there, so we're gonna drive there and we'll take the ferry.
Come join us and see what we find.
Exactly.
Alright guys, so this is what our place looks like from the outside in the daytime. And we're getting ready to go. It's a really nice little neighborhood, very quiet. The cool thing about this area is there seems to be a lot of little shops to eat. Is walking distance from where we are staying, which is nice. Okay guys, so here is the sign, Bienvenidos a Levittown. That's basically welcome to Levittown. So we are on our way to get the ferry and we're excited to see what we find. So green and tropical looking here, but it's so pretty. Okay, so we found the ferry place. It was a little bit challenging. We're rushing a little because it's literally right on time. We're assuming that that's the ferry over there. Yeah, so we're just trying to hurry up so we don't miss the ferry. Look at how cool this place is. Gonna buy some tickets. Okay guys, so here are the prices. General public, 50 cents, seniors, and kids and stuff like that. So Harisha's just getting the tickets right now. And the last ferry back from San Juan is at 8 p.m. Nice.
They're yours.
Thank you. Right.
So it's 50 cents for one way,
Right.
$1 for round trip, and you can use any time there is no time like that. But they starts in the morning, sometimes 5:30, 5:45, and evening 7:45 to 8.
Right.
So yeah, it's a very good deal.
Nice. This is the name of the area, the neighborhood that we are in right now. Catania. We are sitting on the top of the boat, of the ferry, and it's really nice. Look at this. Look at this amazing view.
Water is very good. In general, you don't see water this much clean. So
Yeah.
Here water is very clean.
Look at this water, guys. We are off. It's gonna be really good. Look at these views, though. So pretty. Puerto Rico is very beautiful, guys. Yes, we made it. That was a very cool ride. We're looking a little crazy because it was windy. Don't mind the look. And it's also very hot and humid here, so I might just leave my hair up. I was gonna leave it down, but maybe not. All right, guys, here it is. This is where we're gonna be coming back to once we finish for the day. We decided to walk around and explore the area. This part of the dock was very cool because it has kind of like a boardwalk vibe. There is definitely a lot of shops and restaurants around the area, but we ended up finding this Mexican Tijuana bar and grill right next to the entrance of the ferry. And it has amazing views, guys. I mean, you can sit outside on their deck or you can sit inside where they have AC. Either way, it is a vibe. So what we decided to do was start on some refreshing drinks because it was very hot walking around all over outside. We got the piña coladas, and while we were having that, I was talking to one of the waiters and he was telling me that the owner used to live in Tijuana and that's where he got the idea for this restaurant. I thought it was pretty cool. So Harish ordered the shrimp tacos and I got the chicken in chipotle sauce with a really nice salad and red rice with corn. It was delicious, guys. Okay guys, so we just finished having a really nice lunch. The place, oddly enough, is called Tijuana's Bar and Grill, just right behind me. There's Harish. This place is literally right next to where the ferry drops you off. It's a really nice place right next to the water. What do you think, Nani?
Yeah, it's good. Like the taste wise good, but just have to consider a few things. Like they charge a lot of taxes here. Like they charge overall like $9 for tax, and then obviously tip automatically they'll add, so that will be not in your control.
Right.
So you just have to be prepared for that.
Right. So now that we finally had something to eat, we are going to walk over to one of the forts that is about 10 minutes walk from here.
Yeah.
We can actually see it from here, so we're gonna try and walk over to that. So stay tuned. Let's go. Guys, be prepared for a lot of cardio. You are going to be climbing upstairs and hills, and there is a lot of walking in general involved. But guess what? It is 100% worth it because this area of Old San Juan is breathtakingly beautiful. There is so much color. There is so much to see. There is so much detail. So yes, guys, get your walking shoes on because this is going to be worth it for sure.
I like how the building structures are like colorful.
I know, I love that too.
Very cute.
Look at how the roads are, guys. So guys, see this area right here? We were walking around this place right here. This is where they have the tourist information. So if you just come straight up this way, this whole street right here, as you guys can see, is like all shops, restaurants, basically the tourist destination area. And we're walking towards the fort right now.
An interesting building in the middle.
Yeah. Wonder if it's a tourist center area. Kind of looks like it might be. This is a historic castle. It's beautiful. Look at that. So most of the buildings here in San Juan are like this type of architecture. Very old, but very pretty, bright colors. And if you guys see right there, that is the fort we are going to. This whole center, guys, looks full of restaurants and stores. It's a really, really nice place to walk around for sure. Look at how pretty these colors and the buildings are. I love it. And then there's that castle. Guys, so here's a better look at it. Look at this. Look at that. You can definitely see the age in the structure for sure. Look at this, guys.
What an interesting route. Very small roads.
Alright guys, so we have made it to the entrance of the Castillo San Cristóbal. This place is huge, as you guys can see. It has amazing views. So Castillo San Cristóbal is a historic fortress basically, built by the Spanish between 1634 and 1790. It covers 27 acres and is the largest fortification built by the Spanish in the New World. The fortress features massive walls, tunnels, and strategic design elements like garitas, sentry boxes, and a labyrinth of tunnels.
This amazing place is open to the public from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets are $10 per adult, and kids 15 years or younger go in free. Remember, each ticket is valid for 24 hours at both castles.
And this is the entrance. Looks amazing. Let's go see what's up. Guys, this place is unbelievably impressive. They have several rooms to explore and they have a lot of information. First of all, the first thing I see is a little bookstore. Y'all know me, I love books. This place definitely is calling my name. We're gonna walk around and see what we can find. It's just so cool. It's so old, like look at this.
The fort is a multi-level structure. It is composed of 5 independent units, each connected by moats and tunnels. One of the fort's unique features is its system of tunnels, which were used for moving troops, storing supplies, and even setting traps for the enemy. One famous feature is the Devil's Sentry Box, aka La Garita del Diablo. It is now steeped in legend because, according to folklore, soldiers stationed there would mysteriously disappear.
So each room has these billboards with information, giving you an idea of exactly what was going on here.
Okay, so it looks like this is the main firing spot for the fort. As we can still see cannon firing to the city. Right now it's a big city and some cannonballs. Wow, interesting. It is so interesting because they have so many firing spots, like just for exhibition, like they put only one cannon firing there, but as we can see, like how many stations like they built, like entire this wall is like for cannon firing only. That is crazy.
One thing that you do have to be very careful as you're exploring the fort is all the iguanas. The green iguana is originally from Central and South America. These reptiles were introduced to Puerto Rico as pets and then later released into the wild, but they are considered an invasive species that has become widespread across the island. The fort's high walls and strategic placement on a hill give it a commanding view of the surrounding areas. After Puerto Rico was ceded to the United States in 1898, the fort was used by the U.S. military during both World Wars. It was eventually handed over to the National Park Services. Today, Castillo San Cristóbal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and recognized as a National Historic Site as well. After exploring for some time the upper levels of the fort, we decided to go downstairs to the dungeon because we had been out in the sun for quite some time, and although we were highly enjoying it, it was time to get a much needed rest in a cool area. So that's where we're headed right now.
Where we are going. This used to be the bunker for the army soldiers back in those days. Strong wall for the bunker.
So as I mentioned, we needed a break from the intense heat outside, so we headed down to the dungeon area. This is highly recommended that you visit, guys, because they have so much cool information and historical artifacts all over the place. They also have a bookstore and gift shop down here as well, so make sure that you check it out. I thought it was really interesting that they gave us the information of the items they use to preserve historical structures. That was pretty cool. They also have cannons. They have a little mini display of the fort. I mean, in general, this place is interesting. One thing that I will recommend that you do is stay and watch the informative video they have in their little mini theater, because it is very interesting and it's also entertaining. So you guys will see in the next clip what I'm talking about, and then you will get an idea. It's really cool.
Alarming news arrives in San Juan. The British have seized the nearby city of Havana. Certain Puerto Rico will be attacked next. King Charles III orders his military officer Alejandro O'Reilly to San Juan to assess the fortifications. What O'Reilly finds shocks him. At the same time, the king tasks engineer Tomás O'Daly with creating a defense of a first order. O'Daly redesigns all of San Juan's fortifications, but San Cristóbal will be his masterpiece. He thickens the existing walls, then he adds massive new earthen walls capable of withstanding the most powerful of artillery shelling. Beneath San Cristóbal, O'Daly lays out a complex network of tunnels. O'Daly then arranges the fort walls into a puzzling array of optical illusions, one that will leave the enemy confused and unsure of where and how to attack San Cristóbal.
After watching that really cool and informative video, our last stop before we head out is the little gift and bookshop. We definitely bought a lot of water because we decided to do the 30-minute walk from Castillo San Cristóbal to El Morro. This is a very doable walk, guys, but it is a bit of a challenge because you're walking uphill. So make sure to carry water, put sunscreen on and a hat, because at this time of day, it is very hot. One cool thing that you will see along the way is the local community called La Perla. This was built in the 18th century by slaves who were required to live outside the city walls. A lot of the tourists have normally been deterred from visiting this community, but a lot of entrepreneurs have tried to change the image with cafes, restaurants, and galleries. So make sure to check it out. You will also see amazing views, as you probably already know by now, and a lot of cool colors and street art, as you can also see here. I love finding these type of things around the city. Look at these colors, guys. It's just amazing. And then right before you reach Castillo El Morro, you're going to find the San Juan Museum as well. Highly recommend checking that out for sure.
Huge place. Have to go there.
Guys, I think we found some fresh coconut, which we literally were saying we were wishing for. Let's get some.
Okay, guys, so that walk was definitely intense. So once you arrive to El Morro, make sure that you take a seat and rest for a little bit and catch your breath because you will also be climbing and walking along this fort as well. So Castillo San Felipe del Morro, most commonly known as El Morro, is a large fortress in the historic district of Old San Juan as well. Commissioned by King Charles I of Spain in 1539, it was first built as a fortified tower in honor of King Philip II.
Look at this view.
Okay, so once we catched our breath, we immediately started exploring the area. As you guys saw in the previous shot, these views are spectacular, guys. Rising 140 feet from the Atlantic shoreline with 18 to 25 feet thick walls, the six-leveled edifice stands on a steep rocky headland guarding the entry to San Juan Bay. El Morro, alongside other forts, protected strategically and militarily important Puerto Rico, or La Llave de las Indias, also known as the Key to the Indies, from invasion by competing world powers during the Age of Sail. It was designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1983. It is amazing, guys. We had such a cool time exploring this fort. It is a must-see, a must-visit. Don't miss it when you come next to Puerto Rico for sure. It's guaranteed. We finally made it back to our house after several hours of exploring, and we were very, very tired. Unfortunately, I think I got a little bit too much sunshine, so I wasn't feeling the best. But after having some really good food, I think I recovered because I absolutely loved what we had. Harish got the beans and rice with the chicken, and you know me, I had to have my pizza.
Hey guys.
Hi.
We are finally home. We are at the end of day one here in Puerto Rico. I don't know if you guys can see the sunburn right now on my face. I don't think it's as noticeable in this video as it is in real life, but guys,
Crispy girl.
I am a burnt piece of toast, okay? So we're gonna tell you a little bit of our experience throughout the day.
So I think we can start with giving maybe some information based on our experience and what we felt that might be useful in case if anyone wants to travel here. So as we mentioned earlier, we're taking ferry. So we thought that's the best thing we have done, because if we take our car over there, very hard to find parking spots, very small roads, and there is no place basically.
And not just hard parking, it's also hard to drive and get around. A lot of people walking on the streets, by the streets. There's a lot of cars, taxis. So in general, we do recommend that you not take your vehicle.
Exactly. But mostly everything is walkable in Old San Juan, so you really don't need car actually if you're properly planned and ready to walk a little bit. No issues. But even if you feel like you're tired and you want to take some taxi or anything, they're always available and very affordable. So we took one-time taxi from the last fort we have shown. From there to ferry, they just took $15 for two people, so we thought that's reasonable.
I recommend highly that you wear comfortable shoes. Yes, I get that women want to look cute, and that is exactly what I did today. I wore very cute sandals, but that was my mistake because we did a lot of walking and my feet were done at the end of the day. Wear walking shoes.
That's going to be very useful and helpful actually. Because a lot of walking and ups and downs, and a lot of even at the fort, there are so many things you go down and then you climb again. Go comfortably, don't worry about your looks, because you are going to trips for experience, so our comfort is very important. And especially the heat here is extremely crazy,
humid,
extreme.
guys.
Oh my god,
the sun is crazy. I do recommend you wear a good hat to shade your face from the heat from the sun. That is gonna be very helpful. Also the clothes, guys, pick as light clothes as possible. Don't wear anything tight. I would recommend 100% cotton or flowy clothes. You want to be comfortable.
Exactly. Try to carry a water bottle. Yes, I know it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable carrying water bottles and all, but you need a lot of water.
You need it.
You need it because we were drinking like bottles after bottle, and
Non-stop.
then water bottles are very expensive here, $4, and you get like what small,
A
like
very
I'll show
small
like wait.
water bottle.
So you get this small size.
This is a 16-ounce size water bottle, guys.
So
Very, very small.
it's not gonna enough like for one person also.
No.
Like in that heat and you're sweating and you're walking a lot, like you want to drink like 1-2 bottles alone
Constantly.
so
Yes.
if you want to save some money, better take your own water bottle, and then here and there like they have like the drinking water places so you can refill them, so you don't need to purchase all the time.
The good thing about Old San Juan is that there's a lot of places to eat. But for example, if you are not staying in Old San Juan and you have to take a ferry to get to there, we recommend that you check the place where the ferry docks to see if there's any restaurants to eat, because unfortunately when we got to the docking area, we hadn't had breakfast yet, so the first thing we were looking for was a place to eat, and we saw a few shops up ahead and we didn't really pay attention to our surroundings right at the docking
Yes.
port, so we ended up walking around aimlessly. We didn't really know exactly where to stay and eat. A lot of the shops were barely
Exactly.
opening, so we had to go back again, and by that time we were tired and the heat was already intense, so a lot of our energy was used up just walking back and forth.
Unfortunately, like there are plenty of restaurants like next to the ferry only, and then also after that we realized like if you just walk like probably 200 or 300 meters, there is so many locations. Like we showed the location in the video as well, so there are so many food options over
Right.
there.
Like a whole street just full on both sides of restaurants, bars, and stuff like that. There's options for sure.
These are our first day experiences, so
Yes. The forts are beautiful, guys. The
Yes.
forts are 100% worth the visit. And you can walk from each fort, like from one to another. It looks like a long walk, but it's manageable. It's doable.
But if you have like energy to walk, you can enjoy actually, because on the left side you can see the beautiful colorful buildings and the old architecture, and on the right side you can see all the full stretch of the beach, you know,
Right.
so it's very beautiful actually.
The colors, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
everything is perfect for pictures. It's very Instagrammable. It's very like, picturesque. So don't miss out walking around the city as well. That was our experience of day one, and it's been really nice to see this amazing island. It's just
Yes.
beautiful here. We're gonna see what more adventures we can come up with starting tomorrow, but as of now, it's a much needed rest time and time to go to sleep.
Yes.
So we will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching and keeping up. We will keep you posted.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, good night.